Hello everyone, so this is a special video because I'm going to be doing something a little different today because I decided I wanted to do this. I kind of wanted to do this for a while, but I'm going to be reviewing my different speakers. First, I'm going to go ahead and put this up a bit. Have this come up just a bit. Not all the way, but bring it up a bit. Probably right there. That's good enough for now. Okay, so yeah. So I'm going to show you guys off my speakers. I've already showed you guys my speakers, but I'm going to describe each one, give my review on them, and then I'm going to tell you which ones I think are my best. I'm also going to include my subwoofers in this video too, so it's going to be my speakers, my sub, what I think are best, and what I think is best about them. So first off, let's start with the speakers I started with. So I've got two pairs, actually three pairs if we count the ones in there, but these are the Rf7, and these are them right here. And then they're also there, and that's their center speaker, which I'll get into. To the Rf7 ones, I'm just gonna say this: these speakers are amazing. I love the warm sound they give you when it comes to sound. They have this very nice sound. They sound great with records too. Oh my gosh, but they are great. Great starter speakers. Great. They're actually one of the cheaper Rf7 speakers you can get. I bought these actually for $800, so pretty good deal. And I've seen them even cheaper sometimes. Sometimes they might have some little nicks here and there, but I'm telling you, highly recommend these if you can get these for starters. Highly recommend them. I give these speakers a 10 out of 10 because I feel like the sound is great. I'm gonna say this: they're not my favorite one out of the line, but they're up there. I'm gonna tell you. And their cherry wood, as you can see, is beautiful though. Like, the cherry wood on these was beautiful and outstanding. Fortunately, I do not have the dark cherry version of these. I do plan to, if I find a pair of those, eventually get them. But yeah, to add to my collection of Rf7s. But that's the last one I pretty much need, is the dark cherry, because I'm all about that cherry wood. As you can see, most of my stuff's on cherry wood. But yeah, so the Rf7 ones, 10 out of 10. Great sound. Like I said, not my favorite out of line, which we'll get into. But yes, these are 10 out of 10. Sound great, and they sound amazing. So, alright, on to the next. The Rf7 2s, which I have two pairs of them, also have their center speaker over here, which I'm just going to move the pillow to show you guys the cherry wood on that as well. And I'm going to go into center speakers last. But yeah, Rf7 2s, I've got to say, these sound amazing. These are probably the closest to sound of the Rf7 3s. I think they kind of mix in, like, it's like an upgrade of the Rf7 ones, but like, these sound amazing. They also bring in that warmth sound to them, and yeah, like, those are my other ones over here of the Rf7 2s. They are amazing. Definitely 10 out of 10 on these ones. The cherry wood is beautiful on these. Actually, just to show you guys, these are the few that actually have cherry wood on the whole speaker, because as you see, if I pull this off, you can see there's pretty much cherry wood everywhere. Ooh, didn't want to do that. But yeah, like, these speakers blew me away, honestly. Like, the look, everything of them, I love these. The cherry wood is great, the sound is great. Definitely 10 out of 10 on the look and everything. The sound quality, very loud. Great speaker. I do like it better than the Rf7 ones, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's the RF7 2s, 10 out of 10. So, all right, now we're going to go into the RF7 3s, and I only got one of them. The RF7 3s sound amazing, but I am going to dink a point for just one thing. When I got these, I'm pretty disappointed, and I know some people are going to be like, why are you disappointed? It's real cherry wood. It's natural. Yeah, but it just, the look, if you look at these, how beautiful the cherry was, look at how bland that looks. Like, the sound is amazing on the RF7 3s. I'm not going to lie. Sound is amazing on them. I'm glad to have them in my collection. They are probably the loudest out of the bunch, but just because they're loud, the look of them, it's not as beautiful as you get from the RF7 2s and even the RF7 1s. The look is not as beautiful. So for these, I give a 9 out of 10 just because the look. The sound, I'd probably give the sound a 10 out of 10. But I'm just going to say for looks, 9 out of 10 because, like I said, the look of it, the cherry wood isn't as beautiful as the... And that's why I haven't got the center speaker for them. I am going to mention that. I do not have the center speakers that go with the RF7 3s. They are the newest line, as you can see. Now, one thing I do love about the RF7 3s, you got the magnetic grills. None of the other ones have that. They're all those pegs and they break off easily. That's probably the part I don't love about the RF7 ones, is how easily the pegs break off. But these have the magnet grills. I give them, like I said, 10 out of 10 for that. And that's where it's like the sound. But like I said, the look dinks a point, and it's like I said, it's 9 out of 10 just because of that. Sound, 10 out of 10. Grills, 10 out of 10 for sure. But yeah, like I said, great speaker, but just the look, not exactly the most beautiful out of the RF7 line speakers. I really hope if they do make another RF7 or a speaker better than the RF7, maybe with, like I said, 12-inch woofers or 10-inch woofers, if they do that, I really hope for a more beautiful look like the old school ones where they use the cherry wood. And I love that on RF7 2s. And yeah, I do know they use cherry wood for these, but it's just nice on it. It just looks more bland like a natural wood. And I'm like, I'd rather have this stained cherry look to it. It's just beautiful. But yeah, that's just my only complaint about it. Now we're going to go into the RF83s. Now I know these aren't part of the RF7 lineups, but they're supposed to have the same sound quality, but I'm not gonna lie about these. Okay, I give these a 9 out of 10 because, now what's unique about them, I'm gonna show this off real quick. These also have magnet grills, unlike a lot of the other speakers, and it has 3 woofers, which is really, really, really unique about these speakers. So, sound though, the sound of these speakers wasn't as loud as I was expecting. I was expecting it to be just like the RF7s and be like super loud. And because they say it runs 250 watts, just like the RF7s do. And so I expected it to be a lot louder. But to me, it doesn't run as loud. And I had to like listen to it closely to like see. Yet these just don't run as loud as the RF7s. Everyone who probably knows about their RF7s would say, yeah, those speakers are a lot louder. That's why, because of the loudness and the sound, I give it a 9 out of 10. Just because, like I said, the sound isn't as good. And like I said, it isn't as good as the RF7 lines of speakers. So, but the RF83s I am including in this list because I have them in my collection and they kind of go well with the RF7. But I would say those are better as back speakers if you have the collection. Pretty much all my speakers are back speakers because I like to have them like right in your ear. That's why I do that, because I know people are like, why do you have them in the back? Because I sit in the back and I like to have them right in my ear. it sounds really good. That's just my opinion. But yeah, so that is the RF83. Like I said, cherry wood is beautiful. I like the 3 woofer thing. That was definitely unique about this speaker. But as you can see, it's even not as big as the RF7s. So for that, I give it a 9 out of 10. Cherry wood is beautiful. 10 out of 10 on the look. And yeah, like I said, otherwise though, I'd say 9 out of 10 for sound and stuff like that. So now we're going to go into center speakers. We'll start off with the center speaker right over here. This is the Rc7, which is the first original center speaker. I give this speaker a 10 out of 10. It sounds does. It's not my favorite center speaker though. But it's definitely a 10 out of 10. The sound is great. Sound is amazing. I love it. And I love the cherry wood on it, as you can see, like the full on the Rc7. And what's unique is the woofers are a bit bigger on this speaker, center speaker, than some of the other center speakers, which I'm going to get into. I do not own an RC64 III. I'm going to mention that right now. So I will not be reviewing that because I've never tried one. So, but yeah, the Rc7 is great. So 10 out of 10. All right, now RC64 II, which goes with the RF7 2s. And the RC7, of course, went with the RF7 1s. This is the RC64 II. And it's in cherry wood, as I showed. And yeah, I know it's dark over here. But yeah, like, this speaker, I'm just going to say right now, for center speakers, it is my favorite. It is great. That center speaker is literally amazing how much sound it puts out. And it's got 4 woofers on it. I was amazed when I heard it for the first time, and I was like, wow, this sounds really, really good. And I'm very happy with it. I love the RC64 II. It has amazing sound, great sound, and does very well with the RF7 IIs, which was the other thing I was going to mention. My favorite tower speaker be the RF7 IIs. I'm sorry, the look of those, the sound of those is amazing. If they would have done something like that with these, made them look amazing, made them, you know, the sound great, I would have loved the RF7 IIIs a lot more. They probably would have been my favorite, but because of looks, it just, like I said, it just isn't my favorite. It's just a loud speaker. It's nothing really like mind-blowing. It's just another loud speaker. So the RF7 II is my favorite, and their center speaker is my favorite center speaker. So that would be my favorite center speakers. The RC64 and the RF7 IIs is my favorite tower speakers. So now I'm going to go into, and now it's funny because yeah, I have a lot more RF7 ones. That's because those are cheaper and it's easier to acquire. So that's why I have them in there. I would eventually like to get in my wife's gaming room some RF7 IIs in there as well. And then she'll have like the RF7 ones be her back speakers and the RF7 IIs be her front speakers, because the RF7 IIs just sound so good. So, and the look of them is beautiful. So, and same thing with the RF7 ones. But the RF7 IIs are just, the cherry wood where it's everywhere on the speaker is just beautiful. I love it. So, and it's funny, the RF7 ones has that too, but it's in dark cherry. Oh, I really wish I could get that, but it's hard to find. But when I do get it, I will be reviewing that as well. And we'll see how I think. But I still think the RF7 IIs will still top that because of the way they sound. So, the RF7 IIs are an upgrade when it comes to sound from the RF7 ones, because sound is a little better, I'm not gonna lie. They're a lot louder. So, RF7 IIs are amazing. Great sound. They are more expensive. Most people want like $2,000 to like $1,000 and something for these speakers. So you're probably going to have a harder time if you don't have a lot of money, probably not going to be able to afford these. But I highly recommend, if you can, get these speakers. The Rf7 2s are kind of rare. They're not as rare as the Dark Cherry or Rf83s. But they are kind of rare. I had a hard time acquiring mine. So, and when I found 2 of them, I was like, I gotta have them. So, for my lineup. So, I got lucky when I found both of them. So, I'm happy with them. And what's cool is I got to travel out of town to get both of them. So, and one of the guys had a stinking mansion where I got the one. It was really neat of an experience. So, but anyways, now on to, I'm just going to go in these 2 surround speakers because these aren't like, I unfortunately don't have any of the other surround speakers, but this one came with my RFs. These are the Rf7s. These are surround speakers. Now, what's so unique about these is there is horns on both sides. I'm going to take this off for just a second so you, I mean, look at that. There's horns on that side, a horn on that side. It's just really beautiful. And the way this grill attaches is kind of nice with the Velcro type thing. But I like these speakers. They are unique for surround sound, and they kind of add an atmosphere kind of sound. And I've got an atmosphere, a Dolby Atmos receiver. So these actually add kind of their own Atmos, especially on top of this. They add like an Atmos, so if something's like moving on the movie or music, whatever, it's like, it feels like Atmos, like Dolby Atmos. So it's amazing. Highly recommend these. If you come around a full set that comes with the Rf7s and this, I recommend them for surround sound, surround speakers. 10 out of 10. So, one thing that disappoints me is their cherry wood. There is no cherry wood. The black isn't bad, but they didn't make these in cherry wood. They only come in black and white colors. So, but otherwise, 10 out of 10 for sound. Look, maybe 9 out of 10 because there's nothing really special about the look. It's unique, though, the way how they have 2 horns on them. So that is really unique. So, and from what the lady even told me, sometimes there's different sounds that come out of each horn. And I have noticed that, and it's pretty cool. So, but now we're going to go into subwoofers. So, the best part. The subs. I have 2 RSW15s. We're going to go into them first. These come with the Rf7 ones. I got one of them that came with my Rf7 one set, and one I bought separately for only $200. I was lucky how cheap I got one of these, because these are super rare, and most people want like $800 for these things. These are dual subs. These have a sub on the back, but people say they're an amplifier, whatever. It does have an amplifier, but yeah, like I said, this sub has a dual sub. It has one on the back, which I basically use to shake the front end of the couch, and then it shakes back here. But it is so cool. I love this sub. This sub gives a 10 out of 10, 100% 10 out of 10. The cherry wood on these is also so beautiful on these subs. I love the cherry wood. These, the look and everything, get 10 out of 10. The sound, 10 out of 10. These things can shake like an IMAX. I'm telling you guys, these things will shake a room. Even when I had one of them will shake a room. So imagine 2 of them, because that's what I got. It's basically, in a way, like having 4 subs, because they are dual. So these sound amazing. 10 out of 10. Then I've got the 115SW. I'm going to tell you about this one. That one was my first 15-inch sub. I love it. It is good. Still not my favorite. I'm going to say that. I'll tell you my favorite in a second, which should be obvious. But yeah, the 115SW, I give it a 9 out of 10 because the look is amazing on this sub. So, sorry, the look is, I said that wrong. The look is not the best on this sub. It's nothing special. It only comes in black wood, so nothing too special about it. And like I said, this, I just give it a 9 out of 10. The sound is pretty good on it for a 15-inch sub. But yeah, nothing too special about it. Like I said, if I ever get more subs, I'll too. But my all-time favorite sub is the RSW15s. The two dual-inch 15-inch woofers are amazing. The sound is amazing. They will shake a room like an IMAX. I feel like I'm in an IMAX pretty much when I watch movies here in my home theater. And I love it, you guys. I'm telling you, that sub is amazing. And I can't believe I got one of them for $200. And I even got Linda one for her. I paid a little bit more, but I got a used one for $750 in there. So I've got 3 of them total of the RSW15. Now, I do have an RSW12, but I'm going to say it isn't as good as the RSW15, which should be obvious. And it was only in black wood as well. So, but it was good too. I'd give that one a 9 out of 10 because there was nothing special about the look or anything. But that does sound good too. But yeah, like I said, the RSW15s are the best. If you can get your hands on one, these are super rare. And I think the cherry wood ones are even rarer. So the fact that I've got 2 of them, actually 3 of them, I got super lucky because these are super rare. They're hard to get your hands on. Some people want $1,000 or more. Some people are willing to sell them for like $800, which honestly, that's still a decent deal. I got lucky to get one for $200. I got really lucky. So like I said, I highly recommend you pick one of these up if you can. If you can get one. Even if it's not even in cherry wood, if it's the black wood, whatever, the sub sounds amazing. And the fact that it's got 2 dual-inch subs is amazing. I know there's supposedly a sub, I never have gotten it, and it's supposed to come with the RF83s. That was a 3-sider sub. It had 3 sides and 3 subs. But those are only 12-inch subs. So, and yeah, I know that's still cool. But, and I'm sure it sounds good, but I never got one of those. I guess it was supposed to be like the RF83s, how there's 3 woofers and that. They did 3 subs. So, but I've never tried one. I see one for sale right now, which thought about, I don't have $2,000 though to get the set. So, but yeah, like I said, it is pretty cool. But I don't have one yet. But if I ever get one, I will do a review on it for sure. But yeah. But anyways, you guys, this is pretty much going to conclude my video about my speakers and my review on my speakers and my subs and all that. This is going to conclude this video. Hope it's helpful for you guys. If you're interested in Klipsch speakers, I highly recommend them over other home theater speakers because I feel like Klipsch speakers are worth every penny because of how beautiful the speakers look and how great the sound is. So you don't just get great sound, you get a beautiful speaker as well. So if you can pick one up, even used, I recommend it. So definitely recommend the Rf7 2s and the RSW15. So, but anyways, and honestly, the RSW15 I would say has actually been one of Klipsch's best. I think it's even probably better than the new 16-inch one they came out with. I haven't seen it. I've seen pictures of it. But to me, I'm just like, I don't think you're going to be able to beat the RSW15s unless you come out with a 16-inch dual where it has cherry wood and all that. I don't think you're going to be able to beat the RSW15s. Maybe the only way you'll be able to blow it out of the water is if you make like an 18-inch sub. Or a 20-inch sub, but maybe. I don't know if even that would. We'll just have to see. But yeah. But anyways, that's going to conclude this video. Peace out and bye for now, you guys.